Yeah, this is Brandon, aka Inspired Author on Instagram. So today's video is going to be about writing with music, because that's something I love to do. So a lot of people write with music. You know, it's not something that's particularly new, right? But if you don't, I'm going to give you reasons why you should. You're writing an epic scene, right? You've got swords flashing, armies clashing, all the characters that you built up over 9 novels, 700 pages per novel, are finally having their character arcs closed and they're all dying and, you know, whatever. It's madness. And you're trying to write this crazy fight scene amidst all this madness, but you're stuck. Or you're just not in it. So, how do you get, you know, through this? This is how I get through, you know, these types of, you know, writing blocks. So for me, I love to play instrumental music that matches the tone of the scene that I'm writing. The reason for this is because when I'm writing a scene, basically it all plays out in my mind kind of like a cinematic, kind of like a movie. It's very visual. So when I add, you know, music, when I'm listening to music as I'm writing, it goes from being kind of like this silent film. It's kind of like playing Pirates of the Caribbean on your television, except you have it muted. That's like how I visualize, and then you add music to it and it becomes 10 times more epic. It's like you're adding fireworks to this crazy scene that's playing in your head. And then I, you know, as I'm writing it, I become way more passionate. I become super enthralled in what I'm writing. And that's a big thing that people have trouble with, right, is getting words on the page sometimes. Right? You walk into these word blocks, these writer's blocks. But the best way to power through a writer's block is through passion, right? If you are super passionate about the scene that you're writing, usually that stuff just pours out like freaking water. It's just easy. So what gets me passionate and gets me super like pumped up is the music that I'm playing. And then the words start to just roll out. It's actually kind of crazy. When I write, like, and I'm super, like, into a scene, and I'm playing, like, the really epic music, it's like that scene I was describing earlier where there's an epic finale, you know, the super battle, whatever. I literally just black out. It's like I took 7 shots at happy hour on a Tuesday, and I just, like, black out. I lose sight of everything that is happening. I just write my brains out and I kind of just like lose myself to how like in the moment I am, right? You enter kind of like this writing frenzy where you just like kind of everything just kind of flows naturally for me. I don't know. When maybe does that happen for you guys? I don't know. You let me know in the comments. But for me, like when I'm super into a scene, everything just like, it's like I just rip out my heart and just slap it on the page, and it all just comes very, very smoothly. It's kind of scary actually, because when I, you know, come to after the scene's over, I have no idea what I just wrote, so I have to go and read it, and it's like reading it for the first time. It's absolutely just crazy. But when I go back and read it, you know, I can see kind of how the music that I was listening to in that moment influenced the different events or the style of writing that I was doing during that time, because of how much emotion the music invokes in me and how I'm transferring that onto the page. So I definitely recommend you guys give it a try. Maybe you guys won't be as like crazy as I am, because that, I don't know, blacking out is not, while you're writing, is not even a good thing. But I'll drop some channels actually that I recommend you guys check out, some instrumental channels, and these channels are amazing. You know, they play the instrumental music super epic or super emotional or beautiful or whatever, and then they have these like really inspirational like fantasy or sci-fi images that are perfect for sparking ideas to the seed of a story. And if you haven't seen my first writing tip video on how to get the idea for a story, you guys should check that out, because this is the perfect like way to, if you are out of ideas, like listening to music, this type of music, and then looking at the images is a great way to get ideas. And it's awesome. Like in the comments of all these videos, you know, there are people who are writing poems and like different captions for different ideas for what's going on in the image. It's like, it's super cool. And also they have like a bunch of playlists that match a bunch of different songs that kind of match the type of scene that you want to be writing. So like if you're writing a very emotional scene, right, like where someone died maybe, right, they have like playlists that are like all emotional music, and it's super cool. If you're writing a crazy fight scene, they have like battle playlists. It's perfect, like honestly. Hey, what's up guys? Sorry my computer died, so this is like the following day. But what I was saying was, personally, I don't listen to music with lyrics because typically the lyrics like kind of distract me while I'm writing. The only time I will listen to lyrics will be like when I don't understand what the language is, that it will just like fuse into the background for me. And this will be stuff like anime soundtracks, but where they have like Japanese singers. But usually, I mean, I don't even listen to it that often. So yeah, usually it's just instrumentals for me. But let me know if you guys, if listening to music with lyrics works for you guys. If you follow me pretty closely, then you probably know that some of my favorite composers are forgive my pronunciation these past couple of videos, Hiroyuki Sawano. He creates music for animation, and I mean, these are shows like Attack on Titan, Seven Deadly Sins, Guilty Crown, Kill la Kill, like really big shows, right? Really big budget, really epic stuff. Yeah, you should definitely check him out if you're into like that whole like really epic vibes. Some of his music is like kind of like emotional, but it's mostly like made for like battle scenes and stuff like that. Another big composer is Hans Zimmer. If you guys don't know who he is, he's worked in like a lot of like major Disney films like Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, The Lion King, and then a bunch of other like just really big films. Like some of them are Christopher Nolan films like The Dark Knight, Interstellar, and there's other ones like The Last Samurai and stuff like that. So he's got really epic music, like just like it's insane. Like it just, oh my god, the Inception soundtrack is like insane. That's all I listened to when I was in high school writing, and Pirates of the Caribbean, because it would just give me that really adventurous mood. Yeah, and I love pretty much all the movies that Hans Zimmer has composed for, and I mean, it might be because of his music, honestly, because it is just so mind-blowing, and it helps me write so much, and I can really see how, you know, when I go back and read my own work, I can see how his music was influencing how I was writing in that moment. Anyway, I'm rambling on, as per usual. You know, I swear I can go on for hours talking about music and those particular composers and their works. Just want to make this quick video for those people who don't listen to instrumental music or like epic type of music, or don't know about this whole like this music for writers kind of community that's going on, or not even writers, just creators in general, that's going on YouTube. So you guys should definitely check that out. You know, if you haven't listened to instrumentals or original soundtracks, definitely give it a try while you're writing. You'll see some real changes in your writing, I think. Hopefully for the better. I actually started listening to these playlists called BGM, which stands for background music, I think. There's a lot of playlists like them on YouTube, and they're all created by these people from Asia. There's a lot of like very tranquil, serene kind of music for like slice of life type of writing. If you're writing a casual scene where nothing really intense is happening and or nothing really emotional, like kind of like if, you know, Harry Potter and Hermione are having tea instead of like fighting Voldemort, right? Then that's probably the type of music that you want to check out as well. Maybe I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Anyway, that is all I'm going to do for this video. Make sure to like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you enjoy the channel and want to be updated on more stuff that I'm putting out and all that. This chair, I need to stop rolling around in it. I love it so much. Yeah, make sure to comment, you know, maybe what your favorite songs to listen to while you're writing are, right? If you've got a playlist or something like that. And also if you have other stuff that you'd like to see me talking about. You know, I could always use ideas. Cool. So I will see you guys on the next video. See ya.